Hello, everybody. Hello, it is Tuesday. Welcome to Own It. Welcome to this featured hour with me, that Cuban girl. I want to let you guys know how grateful I am that you are here, that you're tuned in, that you're ready for an amazing show. Today is episode 37 of Own It, and I'm so excited to be able to have this platform to connect with all of you. So, if you are new to the show, let me introduce myself. My name is Cicely. I am Cuban, so that's why I go by that Cuban girl on here, on YouTube, most of my platforms. I am a model. I live in Los Angeles and I am pursuing an entertainment career in Los Angeles currently. I have been in entertainment for the last 10 years. I have done a little bit of everything from acting to modeling. I am a former Miss Cuba and a TV host, and you name it, I have done it in the industry, okay? So for me, though, what I like the most about the show is that I get to bring all of that knowledge, tips, tools, everything I've learned in the last decade. I get to bring it here to you, to the streaming platform, to the live streaming community, to all of you guys. And if you're new on here, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. And if you're a returning friend, like I'm seeing a couple of you guys, like Frank the Tank, thank you for being here. I so appreciate your energy and just showing up and being curious about the show. Couple of disclaimers per se before we get started. This is not your typical stream. I do want to remind you this is a featured show, so we do have guidelines and we have things that we have to follow as featured content creators, and one of them is please be respectful towards myself, the chat, my guests. Just be respectful in general. This is a high vibe environment. This is a show where I want everyone to feel safe and welcomed, and that they're able to just be themselves and learn and share their stories without a problem. I do have bouncers on here who will remove you if you're not respectful. Another thing is, I want to walk you a little bit towards what the show is about. So the show is called Own It, and on this show, what I like to do is I like to bring all the knowledge and everything I've learned in my career and in my life, personally or career-wise, to the live streaming community. And the way we do that is through owning the uniqueness of who we are. Because no matter what I have done in my life, I have realized that the most success that I have received and gotten has been when I have been able to be honest with myself and own who I am and accept who I am and just own it, right? Whatever it is we want to do in life, just own it. So this is the intention with the show, so you and I can become the best versions of ourselves. How do we do that? Well, we do that in different ways. Number one, I have a topic every single week that is always different. Today's topic is conquering self-doubt. And the second way that we own who we are is I have two amazing guests, and today's guests are both great. I don't know them, so I'm really excited to chat with them. I mentioned that I don't know them because a lot of times I do know my guests from here, from streaming. Sometimes they're my friends. And by the way, if you're interested in being a guest on Own It, please do not hesitate to contact my admin, Emoji J, and he will add you to the guest list, okay? I also want to remind you, I am on Instagram, so please connect with me on Instagram. I do DM everybody back, okay? Even if it takes me a couple of days, I always do. And the other thing I want to let you know is that I do see every single comment. My comments are on. Thanks, Susanna. My comments are on. I see all the gifts, all the hearts. Every little bit of support helps as a streamer, so I truly appreciate it. Because it's a featured show, I cannot acknowledge each and every single person here individually, but I do want to let you know I do see you. And a way that I like to show my appreciation on the show on Tuesdays is whoever ends up being my top gifter of the stream will become my bouncer, okay, at the very end of the show. So you want to make sure that you stick around and that you stick around for for everything, right? But also you stick around for the shout outs to my top gifters and streamers. And welcome if you're just tuning in. This is Own It, your feature show that happens here every single Tuesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific Time, which is my time, with me, that Cuban girl. And in Own It, we become the best versions of ourselves by owning the uniqueness of who we are. Today's show's topic is conquering self doubt with my two amazing guests. We're also going to have a I'm going to be giving you the quote of the day and also the tip of the day, so make sure you stick around towards the end of the show. Okay, so is there a Q&A session? You can definitely ask questions in the comment box. In fact, I encourage you guys to. So if you guys want to write your questions in the comment box, I will read them and I will address them if it has to do with the topic, of course. If you have questions for the guests, you can also do the same. So, and if you guys also have feedback or topics for future shows, please do not hesitate to let me know, whether it's here in the comment box or through my DMs or Instagram. I really appreciate the input and anything that helps the show and helps you guys and helps me. I'm open to, okay? So, with that said, I am going to be welcoming. Oh, can my guests request the box, please? Let's see who's here first. Okay, I'm going to be welcoming my first guest of the day. His name is Fuego. He's currently going for top batch and he's been on the app for 3 years. I also see that he is from Miami, which I am from Miami originally, so I'm super excited. And also, he is the host for Playlist Battle Show. Please, everybody, welcome to Own It, Fuego.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing amazing. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me on the show.
Of course. Thank you so much for being on the show. It's nice to meet you. I see that you're from Miami. Where are you from originally?
Nah, so I'm originally from New York, from Washington Heights. I reside in
Oh,
Miami.
oh, okay, cool. So, how? Tell me a little bit about yourself. Why are you on the app? What do you do here?
Originally, I was actually brought by a friend to kind of spy on his girl. But, um, so he was like, "Listen, I need you to do me a favor. Like, there's this app called Meet Me, and I really think like my girl's lying to me. So he's like, I need you to, change your name from Fuego to, whoever, and just go inside this person's stream. And literally, because his girl had told him like, hey, I'm gonna go to sleep, babe, whatever. And instead, she was actually in the stream watching some other dude play Xbox.
What?
So
Okay.
then after the fact, I said, you know what? Let me stay on. Let me see what's going on with the app. And then here we are today.
Wow. Okay. So, well, that's amazing. I like that story because it's different. Usually, when I've asked people that, everybody usually tells me, oh, I started being on the app because I wanted to date somebody or whatever, you know?
No, I never actually took it as a dating app. I didn't even know what this was, to be honest.
Okay.
But I actually met my girl off of this app.
Okay. So you're currently going for top batch. So, what makes you want to go for top batch?
Honestly, to inspire people to change the live community, to network with everybody, and just to be able to help out new streamers.
I love that. So, how do you think you can change the life community? I'm just curious.
I mean, listen, before, like you said, this used to be a dating app. Now everybody uses it as, let's just say, you know, all right, we're gonna create goals. You know, not only does the app also help you create goals, but it also helps you create goals in life. You know what I'm saying? And it also, ties into your everyday single life. So, I mean, like I said, when I first started streaming, I didn't have anybody to tell me what streaming was about. Nobody explained to me like what do I have to do to become a great streamer. I used to come on 10 minutes, maybe 20 minutes a day, and not see anybody come into my viewers. Um, and then it was just more like, you know what, like somebody then told me like you gotta be on for like an hour or two, you're a new streamer, you gotta put your name out there. But what you call it? And yeah, so now new streamers come into my stream and they ask me like, and I basically just tell them, hey, this is what you gotta do. If you wanna be a streamer, this is what you gotta do. And I basically put my what people didn't tell me, I tell them. Because it's all about helping one another grow.
100%. I love that. Thank you for sharing that with everybody. So what do you do in your regular life, if you don't mind sharing?
I'm very family oriented. I also, work full time. I'm a store manager.
That's cool. So,
Like I literally just got home from work, so
well, thank you for jumping on the show. I so appreciate it.
no worries.
Okay, so the topic today is about conquering self-doubts because on the show I like to, same as you do, inspire people, help people. And I have found that, in my career and what I do, I had a lot of self-doubt, and I am just now this year coming out of all of those negative stories. So I wonder for you, do you battle with self-doubt? And if so, how do you deal with it?
I mean, honestly, I never doubt myself, because it's all about your mindset, right? If you tell your mind that you can't do something, guess what? Your subconscious mind is gonna not allow you to do it. But if you tell yourself that you're always gonna be able to do it, that you can do it, you know, you're gonna be able to do it just because you're pushing yourself. So I feel like people that doubt themselves are actually, I would say, more so like on the insecure or on the what if side.
Yeah, you live in the future, right? Which is what used to happen to me. I used to live in the future a lot.
You live in the present.
Huh?
I say you're supposed to live in the present.
100%.
You
Yeah.
build for your future,
Yeah, 100%.
and
So
you never look back.
yeah, so that's what I've found that I have conquered. Well, I'm also in an industry that's very superficial, so there's that. I feel like it's built for to make you insecure, but you gotta find ways to conquer that. Yeah. So, hello, everybody. Welcome to Own It. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for being here. I so appreciate your energy. I appreciate you being here on a Tuesday afternoon. I am Cicely, better known as that Cuban girl here. And this is Own It. This is your featured hour with me every Tuesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific Time. On Own It, I talk to my guests so we can both, all of us and yourself, become the best versions of ourselves through owning the uniqueness of who we are. And right now I'm talking to Fuego, who's a streamer. He's going for top batch. Please make sure you show him love, favor him, check out his streams and all that good stuff. And Fuego, I just want to ask you, what's your, besides top batch, what's like your goal with streaming?
Um, so my goals in streaming, I would say to be in the top 500, right, on the leaderboard. Um, to hit like all possible goals, you know, no matter how long it takes you. We all, like I said, we all gives us ourselves goals on streaming and in life, right? Doesn't matter how long it takes you. What matters is the progress that you make throughout your daily life.
100%. Do you have any shout outs you want to mention on here?
I mean, shout out to everybody who gets on and grind. You know, the reason why we do it for you guys, for the viewers coming in. Um, like I said, everybody, this isn't, I don't do this as a full-time job. I do it because, I wanna inspire, motivate, and be able to network with, you know, everybody. Once again, at the end of the day, is more, you actually, you actually network with people more on the streaming platform than you would somebody outside, right? So if I were to walk outside, and say, what's up to a stranger, they'll look at me like, who are you? At least over here, everybody comes in, they're welcoming. Hey, how are you? Thank you for the gifts. Everything is appreciated. It's crazy how we could spend, $100 on somebody that we don't know. But I bet you if we ask a friend, hey, can I borrow $100? They'd be like, nah, for what? You get what I'm saying? So, like I said, it's just more about streaming. It's more about networking, getting together with people. Like I'm actually getting together with like 50 streamers, um, and we're actually gonna celebrate my birthday this Saturday.
Oh, happy birthday!
Thank you, thank you.
I love that. Thank you so much. Well, I have really loved talking to you and meeting you. So hopefully I favored you. So hopefully we can do a battle or something at some point.
Absolutely. My stream is about having fun. Sometimes I'm always playing music. I also sing.
Amazing. I love that. Thank you so much. I'll see you in a little bit,
Thank you
okay?
for having me.
You're welcome. Bye, Fuego. You guys, that was so nice. First of all, I gotta give a shout out to my streaming BFF legend. I see you, legend. I see you. Thank you. Everybody go favorite him and go check out his feature show every Monday. So, you guys, welcome to Own It. If you don't know me, let me introduce myself. My name is Cicely. I go by that Cuban girl here on the Meet Me streets. No, seriously, I go by that Cuban girl in multiple platforms. And I just want to welcome you to this featured hour of Own It. On this show, we talk, what I do is I help you and I bring all my tips and tools that I've learned in my entertainment career to the live streaming community. So you and I can become the best versions of ourselves by owning the uniqueness of who we are. I have realized in the last 10 years that the only way to be successful, in my opinion, at anything is to truly understand who you are, to own who you are. And in my opinion, the way we do that on Own It is two ways. Thank you guys for the love. Thank you so much for the love. I talk to two guests every single week. They're usually always different. So if you guys cannot relate to me in particular, I'm sure you'll be able to relate to my guests because we're all different. We all have our stories. We all have our unique journeys that we follow, right? So it's just really important that we all find people that we can receive inspiration from. Um, Thanks, legend. So I'm very appreciative to everybody that shows up to the show, to my guests. The other way that I do that throughout the show is I'm about to give you guys a quote based on the topic of the day. The topic today is conquering self-doubt. I have been really outspoken throughout. I mean, if you know me, you know that throughout my streaming career, my streaming time that I've been here, I basically always open up to you guys as authentically as possible. And I have shared with you all that confidence and self-doubt has always been something that I've had to be very intentional about, because it never came easy to me when I was younger. And it comes easy now because it's a skill that I have practiced and acquired. And so with Own It, that is what I want to do and help you all, is to be able to gift that to you and share everything I've learned to you with you. And so conquering self-doubt, like I was mentioning previously with Fuego, has been a big part of this year, of my journey this year, because I used to doubt myself so much because I lived in the future. I'm also part of an industry that's a little bit unforgiving. I mean, lately it's become more about diversity and all these things, but it tends to be a little more superficial. So I feel like I have my work cut out for me when it comes to that. But you all really helped me. The live streaming community is amazing. I'm so grateful. With that said, I do want to say thank you so much for all the support. I'm seeing my comment box, it's on. I'm seeing all the comments. I'm seeing the hearts. I'm seeing the gifts, and I appreciate you all so, so, so much. I want to say that at the very end of the show, please stick around, because whoever is my top gifter of the stream is going to become my bouncer. And in case that person is already a bouncer, they get to assign the bouncing powers to somebody else of their choice. Okay. So that's just my way of saying thank you for showing up and supporting the show and supporting me as a streamer and just being here. Do find me on social media. As I always mention, I'm always on Instagram. And if you want to be a guest on the show, please contact Emoji J, who's my admin. So with that said, I am going to give you the quote of the day. The quote of the day today is a very interesting one. I think I've never, ever, ever heard this quote before. So hopefully I don't mess it up, but it goes as follows. You are not good enough. You are not seeing clearly enough, not trying hard enough, not trusting yourself enough. So I'm going to repeat it. You are not good enough. You are not seeing clearly enough, not trying hard enough, not trusting yourself enough. So I totally relate with that, because how many times we doubt ourselves, how many times we are like, I just had a realization about 2 days ago. I think I posted it on Instagram, I believe, where I have realized, you guys, I was being so unkind to myself. I have, especially throughout my acting and everything, especially with my acting, I was so critical of myself. I was so unkind to myself. And I didn't really need to be. So a lot of times we're just our worst critics. So that just resonated with me, and I wanted to share that with all of y'all. So with that said, I want to once again welcome you guys to Own It. Welcome to this featured hour with me, that Cuban girl. And right now, I am going to welcome my second guest of the day. His name is Robert. He is a top batch for a little bit over a year now. And he streams about different topics such as relationships, traveling, and games. Please, everybody, let's welcome Sin City Robert.
Hey, how's it going? Thank you for having me.
Hi.
Oh,
How are
I
you?
appreciate
Thank
you.
you so much for being on the show. I appreciate you being here.
Oh yeah, so let me correct you. Sorry about that. Maybe it was a miscommunication on my text. So I just barely got my top badge a couple weeks ago, but I've been on the app for a year, but I just got my top badge awarded to me a couple weeks ago. Sorry about that.
It's okay. Thank you for correcting me, and congratulations for that top batch.
Yeah, no problem.
So how does it feel being a top batch now?
Yeah, it's a lot different. I have more responsibilities now. I have to be on the app like a couple hours a day, a couple hours a month or week or whatnot. And also I have responsibilities on getting a certain amount of diamonds every week. So it's a little more pressure on you than just being a regular streamer. You have to actually have responsibilities now.
So how do you organize yourself to accomplish those goals every week?
So what I do is every morning I just start on the stream and I have like different topics. I actually go on I go in actually that's why I do it. Mostly I go into other people's streams and kind of be a part of their stream and help them grow their stream while I'm in their box and kind of show my appreciation and my support to them. And then I would go stream later on that day, and then I would you know have my stream going on and actually have games. I'd do games. I'd actually do singing in my stream. I'd do do activities and things like that, and talk about positive things that are going on in the world, like from relationships to traveling, all different things.
I love that. So what's like your favorite thing about streaming so far?
Actually, getting to know and talk to people all over the world, all walks of life. I love to know all the cultures of different people, of everybody in the whole world. I've learning different like third world countries how they get their water. Some people get it from a well. I mean, there's people living like we're in the United States. Like there's so many people in the United States that complain about so much out here. I just don't understand it why people complain about so much. But then there's so many happy people in those third world countries when they're just barely getting by. But we have probably at least 3-4 pairs of shoes. They're walking around in sandals or barefoot, and they're happy, and they're all happy people. But I'm just more of a positive, happy, smiley kind of type of person. I look at everything half full, not half empty.
I love that you mentioned that because I actually grew up in Cuba. So I did not grow up here. I came here when I was 14. And I can so relate to that because growing up, everyone in Cuba was just happy, and
Right. Right.
they don't have a lot of things. I didn't grow up with a lot of things. I had like a couple of pair of shoes that had to last me 6-8 months, you
Right.
know. So yeah, I agree with you when it comes to that. I think being grateful for what we have, especially in this country, is so important.
Yes. And there's just so many people complaining about what they don't have. I mean, be thankful for what you do have,
Yeah.
You have a roof over your head. You have food in your belly. I mean, it could be worse. Like we could be living in a worse country, a worse place, but they're not thankful for what we have. They're always complaining about what they don't have.
I love that. So what got you into streaming? How did that happen?
Okay. Actually, I was just I was actually came on here as a gifter, gifting people and seeing how they were streaming and how they're like showing what their whole journey was in life. Because I started off in Char's stream, Charismatic stream, and she was in Las Vegas. And at the time, I was just first I was just coming on here like because I was on like I was on a dating app. That's what now the same thing like we were talking earlier. So I came on as just okay. Let me check it out. Let me see who's close by, nearby, So I just started going to her stream. I would just start going there and just listening to her journey and her whole life of how she started from point A to point B. It just kind of made me think like, oh, wow, that she's came from like this and now she's this. Like, so the streaming actually helped her become a different person. She's like an influencer. She influenced people on what her life was. And people are the same thing. Like there's people that go on weight loss journeys. There's people just like her. Like, and she's able to speak about it. And people were like you, like there's people like models like yourself, and they want to be a model. Maybe someone wants to be a model, and they're like, you talk about your journey, and people will attach themselves to you. And that's what happened to me. Like certain things that she did, and her people, all her supporters, attracted to me to staying. And like, hey, I want to do the same thing. I want to put an image out there and help other people too, like with my expertise.
Yeah, and that's definitely what I'm doing here. What I like doing here is just, like I always say, just bringing everything I've learned from outside to the live streaming community. And I think it's important. I think live streaming has become this way of connecting with other people that we didn't have access to before. And it's a beautiful thing. Like Fuego was mentioning earlier, sometimes I connect better through here than with people outside.
Right. I definitely get it.
So, well, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to Own It. This is your featured hour with me, that Cuban girl, every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific time. I want to thank you for tuning in. I want to just say I see all of your gifts, your support, your hearts, your comments, everything. Please make sure you're also supporting my guests, you're favoring them, you're showing them love because they're amazing people as well. And go check out their streams and all the good stuff. And also favor all my bouncers on here because they're also amazing. Okay.
Thanks, Kraken.
So, Sensitive Robert. So you stream about relationships, and do you have like a streaming schedule, or it just kind of just happens whenever?
Yeah, I'm mostly doing 12 to 3 Eastern time, Monday through Friday. And then on my days off, Tuesday, Wednesday, I do stream a little bit at nighttime, just sporadically. So that doesn't actually, it's not really scheduled. But my scheduled time is mostly from 12 to 3, Monday through Friday. That's my pretty much schedule. And
Cool.
if I stream more than that, then that's just sporadic. It'll just be what I feel like streaming, just
So I want to ask you because the topic of the day is conquering self-doubt. Do you go through self-doubt or not? Not really.
Yeah, I think I do. I mean, I'm still building up my confidence. I do have, thinking errors or considered thinking errors. Sometimes I just doubt myself for certain things. Cause I was nervous. I'm actually nervous being in the stream because, I don't know you. And first time I'm like on an interview, the first time going to a job, you're like, am I gonna get the job? Am I gonna say the right answers? Am I gonna give the right, you're gonna get the right answers and things like that. I'm just getting to know the people is just my confidence. I just got to be able to build up my confidence. I would just say when I'm meeting new people, I'm a very shy person in person. Like in person, I'm very shy. And then when I'm actually face to face with somebody like this, I feel like I'm actually next to you. Like I think my mind, I'm thinking I'm like, oh wow, I'm like next to you, like physically, but I'm not. But it's just I'm nervous. But if I talk to you on the phone, I don't see you. I can just don't have to worry about it. But when you've seen somebody face to face, my body just like gets really nervous and shy, and I'm like, I get nervous. I don't know what to say. So I do, I do go through. I'm nervous, and my
Well,
confidence
you're
levels
doing an
drops.
amazing job. You're doing a great job, and everybody in the comment box says the same thing. You're doing great. I could have never tell that
Thank
you
you.
were nervous.
Yeah, I am. I'm like shaking in my bones.
Oh no! Well, hopefully you can.
I'm not gonna tell you, but I guess I did. I told you the truth.
Good. Well, I like that. So, what do you do? What helps you conquer that or get over those fears and nerves?
I just got to continue to try to give myself positive talk in my brain, like everything's gonna be okay. And I love when other people, a support system. I love a support system. That's why I'm on the app too. I like to support other people, like just with my motivation skills and then motivating me on top of that. So if they tell me, good job, you're gonna do well, like it actually improves my confidence. Like I get a little better. Like now I'm feeling a little better because now I'm having people kind of pushing me like, hey, you're doing well, you're doing great. So it actually builds my self-confidence. Like, yeah, I can do good on this, do good at this, So, but just having other people, I can't do it by myself. I need other people. And if it's God or other people, it's a little bit of everybody that you need, that I need in my life.
When you started streaming, right? Because now you're a top batch, and so you have more responsibility. But when you first started streaming, did you have doubts about streaming at the very first beginning?
Oh yeah, when I first came on the app, I was so nervous about pressing the live button. I was like, well, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna say? How am I gonna talk to you? Like I didn't know, like you said, like earlier, there's no book, there's no like manual on being a streamer. So I was actually watching other people stream, so I was kind of getting ideas and trying to like feel them out. That's why I was watching other people, and I was just getting ideas from them. But when you do it yourself, it's got to practice. You got to continue to go every day. You got to continue one by one. It's like riding a bike. You get on the bike, you're gonna fall. Get back up, you got to keep going. So me continuing to get on live stream over and over and over, it just built me up a little better. But at first, I was very
Right.
nervous.
Just pushing yourself, right?
Yes.
So now as a streamer, because you already passed, the nerve, or do you still get nervous on your streams or not really?
No, I don't get nervous anymore. Like now, because it's my own stream. But if I go in like right now, I'm nervous because I'm going in your stream and I don't know you, and like now I'm nervous again. Like, but if I'm in my own stream, I feel more comfortable. I'm at home in my own stream. But meeting a new person that I don't know and I'm answering all these questions, It's like I'm like, oh, I don't know. Like it's just nervous. It's just nervous for me, but it's just me personally.
I understand that. Well, I hope you feel just safe and you feel good. I'm asking you all these questions because I like to help people out
Yeah.
there who are watching, because I feel like because of I'm used to being in front of the camera, I'm used to doing all these things, but a lot of people out there, a lot of streamers are not. So I think, talking to a lot of the streamers who started being scared or any of that, like I think it's really amazing for everybody watching. So I really appreciate you sharing your tips and sharing your story with all of us.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. So, do you have anything you want to give shout outs to?
Pretty much most of the people on my board that's been there through me on this app, just from day one, all my day one people that came on the app, that helped me get through every day. Just people on my pretty much on my board. I pretty much there's a list of people. I don't memorize all of them, but I mean, Kraken's here. She's supporting me, so she's here. I'm happy that she's here. I mean, she's able to support me, and she has a team of people too. She has actually have a team of also other people that she talks to, and it's good to have a team full of people because sometimes that one person can't be there for you. So as long as you have somebody else to actually pick up the place for that moment or that day or that minute.
100%. And I appreciate all of you guys that are supporting Sin City Roberts and are here and showed up. Thank you. Also, it's so nice to meet you. Well, I hope you stick around at the end of the show because I usually like to bring my guests at the very end back in the box.
Okay.
But if you're busy, I understand.
No, I'm not busy. I came here for the whole hour, so that's my plan. I I signed up for it, so that's what I did. I signed up for it. I'm here.
Thank you. And you're doing amazing, by the way. No need to be nervous or anything.
Thank you so
Thank
much for
you
the
so
roses.
much. Of course. I'm going to see you in a little bit, okay?
Okay, no problem.
Ciao.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Ah, that was so nice. That was so sweet. Well, welcome everybody. We still have a few more minutes of Own It. And I just want to say welcome. If I don't know you and if you don't know me, I want to introduce myself. Oh, there we go. The Wi-Fi. Sorry. I want to introduce myself. My name is Cicely, and I go by that Cuban girl on here on the Meet Me platforms. And this is my feature show, Own It, which happens every single Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific Time. And if I am just meeting you today, nice to meet you. Thank you for being here, for tuning in. This is Own It. And what happens during Own It is I bring my tips, tools, personal experiences, anything that I have learned throughout my career in entertainment in the last 10 years to the live streaming community. Why? Because I like to give back. I truly enjoy doing this. I am also a TV host. I have a YouTube channel. If you like movie reviews, you can go on YouTube and search for Hello Movie Lovers. And I'm building that channel right now. But I'm a model. I've done, different things in entertainment, and I just truly enjoy being able to come on here every week and have two guests who I talk to, and we share our stories and we share things that have helped us in, especially in the streaming world, right? Because at least for me, streaming has always been so, it was out of the box. Like I know it is out of the box for all of us, but for me it was interesting because I was used to being out there, right, in entertainment. I live in LA, so I'm used to the whole entertainment world. So for me, live streaming was a whole new thing. And I didn't start live streaming for dating purposes. I started it because a friend was like, hey, I'm on this app, and she's a top batch, and she's like, I love this app and you should try it, you meet a lot of people. And I was like, okay, sure, so I jumped on here. At the time I didn't have that many friends, believe it or not. I was feeling pretty lonely. I was going through a terrible end of a relationship, so I was not doing too good, if I'm honest with you. And I jumped on Meet Me, and I found a whole community of people that supported me and were friendly, and I have really amazing friends on here, like Legend, who was here a little while ago. So that's why I do this, and I love doing Own It and sharing everything I've learned with all of you. And every week on Own It, we have a topic, and today's topic is conquering self-doubt. But before I go into the tip of the day, which is something I love to do here on the show, I like to give you a tip of the day. I'm going to give a quick shout out to my top 10 gifters of the stream. And I do want to remind you to stick around towards the end of the show, because my number one gifter today is going to become my bouncer. If that person is already a bouncer on my stream, then they get to assign the bouncing powers to somebody of their choice. And let me see. Let me give shout outs. Okay, so in number 10 is Honey. Thank you, Honey. Number 9, Casey. Number 8, Brave. Number 7, Kifster. Number 6, Frank the Tank. Thank you. Number 5, Robert. Number 4, Kraken. Thank you. Number 3, Sincere Robert. Thank you, Robert. Thank you. Number 2, Lux. She was my guest last week. Thank you so much. And number 1, my streaming BFF, Legend. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So far, Legend is number 1, and Legend is already a bouncer. So that means that if nobody else takes it, then he's going to get to assign somebody that he wants as a bouncer. So with that said, you made the list, yes. With that said, thank you guys for all of your support, the love, the hearts, absolutely everything. I see it all. I read all your comments. Somebody asked a question a little while ago that I couldn't, because I was talking to one of my guests and I couldn't address it. But if I'm not mistaken, somebody asked earlier if this was my full-time job streaming. I think that was a question. And I wanted to answer that. And no, streaming is absolutely not my full-time job. I love streaming, but I actually, as a matter of fact, in the last couple of weeks, I have not been streaming as much as I would like to. I have been doing the show every week. But so no, it is not. And I just want to let you know that I do this because I truly like connecting with people. Okay. So with that said, I want to give you the tip of the day when it comes to conquering self-doubt. For me, two things that have truly helped me when it comes to conquering self-doubt lately. Number 1, meditation. 1000%. Listening to meditations and affirmations. Okay, I'm sorry guys, but this is not acceptable. So there we go. Sorry about that. I just had to kick him out. But let me go back. Number 1 tip is meditation and saying your affirmations, right? That's like for me so important when it comes to conquering self-doubt and actually reminding myself that I am doing a great job at what I'm doing. Because in my opinion, it doesn't matter what kind of dreams you're going for. It doesn't matter, lawyer, accountant, mom, single mom, whatever it is, whoever it is that you are, you're doing amazing at what you're doing as long as you're doing it. Okay. So that bleeds into my second tip, which is take action, right? I feel like I talk about this all the time, but it's so important because a lot of times we sit there, we say, I wish I did this, I wish I did that, but thank you. But I literally taken action, you guys. Like I recently started this new YouTube channel where I review films, and editing kicks my booty. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a big fan of editing, but I have to do it if I want it to become something, because it's something I truly love. It's film, right? I love film. I love watching movies. I love talking about movies. I know what I'm talking about because I've studied acting. I have acted. I've been on a movie set. I know the lingo. Like I know all these things. I don't know it all, but I know a lot of it. So I love talking about film, right? And with that came a lot of self-doubt. came a lot of self-doubt because I was like, yeah, I'm an actress, but who am I to be reviewing films, right? But you just have to go for it and take action. By the way, it's called Hello Movie Lovers. So with that said, those are my tips of the day. And I thought that conquering self-doubt would be a really amazing topic. I do want to remind you, if you guys have feedback or anything you guys wanna see on the show in the next weeks, please let me know on Instagram, DM me. I literally read all the DMs, even you just give me a day or two. And if you want to be a guest on the show, make sure you contact my admin, Emoji J. He's amazing. He'll get you on the guest list, okay? And just, yeah, just give my guests and I show some love. Come to our streams and favor us and all the good stuff. Thank you. So, with that said, I am going to now invite both my guests back into the guest box. I want to invite them back in the guest box because this is something I love to do. Or if you guys have any questions, Q&A, somebody was talking about asking about Q&As. If guys have any questions, drop them in the comment box and I will be sharing those and talking to those, with my guests. So let me welcome back Robert. Hello.
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 I'm back.
Thank you for your previous comment. I read it. I just couldn't answer it, but thank you.
Oh, thank you. You're
So,
welcome.
so somebody said, I got on this site to find hot girls, but you have totally changed my perspective. Thank you so much. I'm happy that I have, because you can also find a lot of good friends on here and people that you can actually find inspiring. So I like that. So Robert, let me see, is Fuego here? I don't think Fuego's here. Um, so Robert, I want to ask you, what's like your biggest dream professionally? And how do you think that your streaming career blends with that?
I just want to actually be able to help people get through their day. I'm like a life coach kind of person. Like I like to see how people's days are. As long as I can make someone smile every day, that brings a smile on my face. Like if someone wants to come to me for any issues in life, I like them to vent to me. I'm like an open ear. They can just talk to me, and I can give them my opinion about what's going on with my expertise of what I've been through in my whole entire life. Because I've been through a lot of mistakes in my life. I've grown from things I have done in my life, and maybe I can share it with other people. But I know we all have to go through our own challenges and fail from our own challenges. I can tell you one thing: you're definitely going to want to do it yourself and go do it and fail yourself and then get back up. But I can just help you get through it. That's about supporting each other after you mess up or after you fail something. I can be there to uplift you, say, you know what, everything's gonna be okay. We're gonna start over, and you're gonna do well next time. You know.
So is that your biggest dream to in your life? You're in like outside, is that your biggest dream?
Oh yeah, I'm already established everything I have, other than maybe travel the world. I mean, I just came back from Amsterdam, Ireland, Scotland, London, and Hawaii in the last 2 months. I took 2 months off the app, so I'm already pretty established. I don't know what else. Maybe, oh yeah, a marriage. Okay, that's what my next thing would probably get married and possibly have kids. Yes, that would be my next top goal is probably getting married and have someone to share my life with and share my wealth with. Yeah, wealth.
I love that. So when it comes to your success and all of that, what are tips that you can give somebody who's trying now to be successful?
Just be multitasking all the time. Keep going. Don't give up. Always continue your journey on what you want. Like set a goal, small goals, so you can achieve them. Don't You're gonna have small goals, and then turn those small goals into bigger goals. So have like a plan. Like what do you want to see yourself in 3 years, 5 years, 10 years? Write it down or put it in your phone for notes, and continue to achieve goals, little goals to get to the bigger goal. every day you want to set something for yourself, or every week or every month, depends on how you want to get your goals achieved.
Okay.
And I see that when people are multitasking and multiple things and grinding it out and actually hustling, I consider hustling like you're you're all over. You're doing things. You have your money. Like I have my money in stocks, bonds. I have real estate properties. I have businesses. So I have my money all over all different places. So you have to do that in order to succeed and be wealthy and be you know, maybe, rich, I would say, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, to be successful and
So
stable and all those things. Yeah, I can definitely relate with that. I am just now learning about that stuff too. Because a lot of my good friends also have real estate and all that stuff. And it's something that I never considered, but it's the way to go if you want success.
yes, and don't give up on your dreams, because dreams will come true. And I started out when I was a child. That's another thing. When I started, like I was a child at 12 years old. I was like, I always wanted to do, like I was actually going to like garage sales and buying things from garage sales and going to the school and then selling them like little toys and stuff to the kids at school. And then I started a paper route. Then I started mowing lawns, and then I just everything like that's worked at Sonic and then Wendy's, and then I just continued to work up the ladder of different things. Just continue to grow and keep filling out applications. Even if you get denied, you're gonna get rejected, just like women and men. We're all gonna get rejected in relationships, jobs, but don't give up. Like continue to get another application and keep being persistent. Like continue. Hey, I want to talk to the manager. I want to talk to the head person. I'm here. I want to do it. Like give your self-worth and give it your all. If you want something good enough, your mind's very strong. You can do it if you just continue to keep going.
Oh, thank you so much for that. I'm so glad that you came back in the box. And Fuego, I read your comments. I thank you for being here, even if you can be on the box. But Robert, thank you so much. You're so sweet, and all your tips were so insightful. And I'm really grateful that you were my guest today.
You're welcome.
So
Thank you for
thank
having
you,
me.
thank you. Of course, everybody go favorite Robert, and I'm gonna be checking out your streams, Robert. Thank you for being here.
Oh, you're welcome. Have a great day.
Thank you, you too. Bye.
Bye bye.
Okay, you guys, so we are nearing the end of the featured hour, and I just want to say thank you again to every single one of you for being part of the show. Every single Tuesday, I have so much appreciation for every single one of you, the ones that are new that I get to meet, and the ones that are my returning friends that support, and my guests, of course. Every single Tuesday, I have two amazing guests that if you guys cannot relate to me, I know you'll be able to relate to at least one of them for sure. I just want to say thank you for the support, the gives, the love, the hearts, the comments. I see all of it, and doing this show really brightens my week, and I look forward to it every single Tuesday. So just want to say that. Right now, right now, I want to give a shout out to my top gifters of the stream. Okay, is Legend still here? I don't know if Legend's still here. I think Legend might have left, but oh yeah, let me remind you guys. Thank you, Emoji J. Let me remind you guys before I do that. Connect with me on Instagram, please. DM me. Go follow my Hello Movie Lovers YouTube channel and support. I would really appreciate it. And also, if you want to be a guest on the show, we do not discriminate. As long as you're on the app and you have good vibes and you're inspirational, you don't have to be a popular streamer. You don't have to be a top batch to be a guest. Just contact Emoji J, who's my admin, and we'll get you on the guest list, okay? So I want to say thank you again. I'm going to give a shout out to my top supporters of the stream, who are dun, 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 dun. I'm going to start with number 5, okay? Robert Black, thank you. Number 4, Lux. Number 3, Kragan, thank you, my love. Number 2, Sin City Robert, who's also my guest, thank you. Number 1 is my BFF on here, Legend. So with that said, I need to assign the bouncing powers to somebody, because Legend, I don't think Legend's here anymore. But this is an easy one, because I am going to pass it on to my number two gifter of the stream, who is none other than my guest today, Sin City Robert. Please tell me he's still here. Yes, he's still here. So, Robert, congratulations. Thank you so much for not only being my guest, but also supporting my stream. I really, really appreciate you. And you